Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of the LCSW Network. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of hope and support where social workers can come for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Well, welcome back to Self-Care Saturday. Welcome back to Season 4, Episode 11 of our Self-Care Saturday series. So I am excited to be back out here. It's been probably about 2 years since there's been water in this, it's called the San Gabriel Spreading Grounds. I'm in Pico Rivera today. And, after all the rain that we've received in the last couple of weeks, the whole San Gabriel River is filled with water, which in years past is not often the case. So in today's show, I thought this is going to be a short one, but I thought, and I don't have any notes, so this is totally off the top of my head, everybody. I'm not pitching the book anymore. I don't have notes. This is just going to be a Lakeside self-care chat with all of you. So I thought I would talk today about abundance and abundance mindset. I think this topic is so important for all of us, especially for those of us that are social workers, licensed clinical social workers, mental health professionals. We work with people every day that are in distress. We are working with people that in some cases may be living in poverty. In some cases we may be working with people that are unhoused, are experiencing homelessness. So I'm speaking, primarily in this case, I'm speaking primarily to those of you that are social workers, although we do have psychologists and psychiatrists who work with low-income people as well. So I don't mean to discriminate or disparage the work that other disciplines do. But we know for those of us that work in the public sector, regardless of your discipline, we work with people that are not experiencing abundance. And they're looking for mental health care and support. They're also looking for community resources, housing supports, food banks. If they're dealing with intimate partner violence, we may need to refer them to shelters and safe houses and things of that nature. So why am I talking about this? Because if we're in that environment, if we're providing that important work to folks day in and day out, we may fall into the mindset of scarcity. We may fall into the mindset that abundance is not something that is natural, when in fact abundance is a natural part of our universe. Abundance is all around us, right? And I think the water analogy in California is a great example. For many years, we have been experiencing drought, right? We've been experiencing drought. And then all of a sudden, in the last 3 weeks, we've experienced record amounts of rainfall. To the point where our reservoir, I saw a report on the news the other day that one of the reservoirs up north is over 100% capacity now, so they had to release the water into one of the rivers, right? So oftentimes we see this lack of abundance playing out in different parts of our lives, whether it has to do with water or whether it has to do with poverty, homelessness, right? But there are other sources of abundance that we must recognize. First of all, the abundance of wellness in ourselves, the abundance of the passion that brought many of us to the professions that we're in, whether we're social workers, psychologists, marriage and family therapists, peer support specialists. You know, I think that is one thing that connects the majority of us, that passion of wanting to help others. And that's